By now, you've probably heard that Karl Stefanovic has left Channel 9. After 26 years, one of Australia's most recognisable faces was gone. Here's what happened. Earlier this year, Stefanovic launched his own podcast, completely independent of 9, with his own guests and his own editorial decisions. In June, he interviewed British far-right figure Tommy Robinson. 9 moved quickly. Crisis talks, a breach of a contract notice, and an immediate exit. Now you might be thinking, that's a TV network and a celebrity. What does that have to do with my business? Well, quite a lot actually. Because what this case is really about is a question many employers face sooner or later. What happens when an employee does something in their own time that becomes a problem for your organisation? 9 had a legitimate case. Stefanovic was the face of their flagship breakfast programme, and his contract reportedly included clauses against bringing the network into disrepute. Once the interview started generating advertiser concerns and shareholder complaints, they had a basis to act. But, as an employee of 9, Karl had rights too. He was running a lawful business in his own time, something that 9 had agreed to. Australian employment law doesn't give employers a blanket right to control what employees do outside of work. To take action, you need a clear, demonstrable connection back to the employment. Reputational damage to the business, a conflict of interest, or conduct that makes the working relationship untenable. A well-drafted contract clause strengthens that position considerably, but the connection to the employment is the real test. There are 3 things employers should take from this. 1, your employment contracts need to do more work. Regardless of the role, contracts should include clear, specific clauses covering secondary employment, reputational obligations, and conflict of interest. Vague language won't hold up, but specific language will. 2, you need a secondary employment policy. Side hustles, podcasts, social media, the line between professional and personal identity is blurrier than ever. 3, if something does go wrong, process matters. Even when the conduct is clear-cut, skipping procedural fairness steps creates unfair dismissal risk. Document the concern, give the employer the opportunity to respond, and take advice before you act. The Stefanovic case is unusual in scale, but the underlying employment issues, they're not unusual at all. If you're not sure if your contracts and policies are equipped to handle a situation like this, find out now before you're in the middle of one. The recording of our recent webinar, Difficult Employees, Tough Conversations and Fair Work Risk, is available now. We're covering similar situations in detail, including how to handle tough conversations and stay on the right side of fair work.